GameStop has sent me a lot of garbage over the years, you know, anything from a PS5 with cockroaches inside to a limited edition PS5 with a hole in the side. But ladies and gentlemen, I bought some PS5s for this video, and I think this might be the worst lot I've ever gotten. Let me show you. Now here in this box, I should have a refurbished limited edition Spider-Man PS5 that I got for $525, which is actually a pretty good price. But I'm concerned because, just listen to this. Yeah, that's not good. Let's open it up and see what happened. I mean, this can't be real. This can't be real. Every freaking time. Oh, holy crap, GameStop. You might be the worst company of all time. I'm just like, every time I buy from you guys, I'm just baffled on what you send me. It's insane. It gets worse and worse. And guys, you just, look at this thing. There's literally not an ounce of packaging. The console is just in the box. We're missing cords. Like, we have our power cord, we have our HDMI cable. There's no charging cable. There's this extremely scuffed up controller that's not even the Spider-Man controller. It's just a random black controller with a sticker on it, which we'll get to in a second. Like, what? We do have the stand though. Now, is there a screw? Oh, wow. Wow, the screw's included. That's a bonus. Good job, Games. And he goes flying. And let me address the elephant in the room that you probably noticed already. The faceplate was just falling off because it was, yeah, bouncing around in there. And like, guys, this is a limited edition console. We want it to be in nice condition. We don't want it to be all scratched up and scuffed up. As you can see, like, holy crap, that is horrible. Now, you know what's funny, guys? This console right here is not even the worst console in this video. It just keeps getting worse and worse. You'll see. And also, this is just another interesting tidbit that somebody put a sticker here at some point, which is kind of cool, I guess. Let's go ahead and explore this console a bit more. Let me flip to the bottom. And yeah, sure enough, it's got plenty of scratches and scuffs. I'm honestly surprised it's not worse than it is. But let's take a look at the centerpiece here, which is actually a matte color. Hold on. I'm trying to remember the Spider-Man PS5. It's not matte by default, is it? What is this thing? Yeah, it starts to peel up a little bit. Okay, so somebody put a sticker on this middle portion that makes it look matte, which actually I like that. They applied it very nicely. But yeah, let's ignore that for a second and move on to the controller here, which actually might be worse. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, the top has tons of scuffs all over it for obvious reasons. The bottom is just, holy crap, just destroyed from bouncing around in that box. And honestly, the controller was probably fine before it got shipped, but of course, no packaging, so this happens. I don't even know what to say, but let's plug it in and just see what happens. There's no shot this works, but we'll try. Oh, also, I just realized that actually the plate is broken. There's a little broken piece up here, so the thing doesn't fully clip in all the way anymore. It kind of slides into place, but it won't actually like fully clip. That's absurd. All right, guys, well, surprisingly, the console did boot up, as you can see here. And let's start by going to the settings and seeing what firmware version we're on. Oh, this is recent. So this is on 10.60, which it came out like 2 weeks ago at the time I'm making this video. But let's go ahead and sign into my profile here, sign into PSN. Maybe this thing is banned. Honestly, probably is from the looks of it. But let's try it out. Oh, there we go. So we are signed in here. So we are connected to the internet, signed in. It's not banned, which is good to see. But guys, next up, let's throw a game inside of here and see if it reads. Oh my gosh. So as I was walking to get my PS5 game, I walked by the vent, and of course it smells like somebody was vaping around this thing. Dude, every single GameStop console I get smells like vape, cigarettes, something nasty. How does that happen every time? Let's try a game first, and then we'll do some other tests on this bad boy. Yes, the disc is inside, it is installing, and also I am downloading a game, which I'll boot up here in just a second, and we'll play around a little bit just to make sure this console actually works and plays games. So guys, playing around a little bit, the gameplay seems fine, the controller seems fine, which is actually surprising. Let's go ahead and turn the console off and take the faceplates off and take a closer look and see if GameStop or anybody else actually did anything to the inside of this console. All right, so popping the bottom plate off, you can see our warranty seal still is intact, and also this little sticker right here is intact as well. So I guess it's never been opened up and done anything on the inside. And also, oh yeah, this thing reeks now. But let's go ahead and move on to our next console because we got some other really strange ones coming up next. Now, I do have a couple more GameStop consoles to test that I'll just say they look interesting, so you're going to want to see them. But before that, I do have a box of GameStop games to test out. And guys, in my experience, games from GameStop are arguably worse than their consoles, which is an absurd thing to say. But assuming we at least get a handful of decent games in this box, I will be auctioning them off in a couple of upcoming Whatnot streams. And I want to thank Whatnot for sponsoring this video. But guys, hold on, you're going to want to hear this. I have a ton of giveaways coming up in these Whatnot streams, as well as a $15 credit you can get by signing up with my link down below. But let me just explain. So in case you've never heard of Whatnot, it's a live streaming platform where you can buy, sell, and auction off tons of stuff, anything from video games to trading cards to just about anything, honestly. It's great for buyers because you can hop on at any given time and find tons of live streams with lots of great deals. Now, if you sign up using the QR code on the screen or the link down below, you'll get a $15 credit to use on literally anything on Whatnot. So essentially, if you find a $30 game, you'll get it for 15 bucks after your $15 credit. Now, I've personally been selling on Whatnot for almost 3 years now, and I've sold over 2,000 items because of how quickly you can sell things, and it's great because buyers can see everything live. And if you are looking to be a seller, you can use my QR code on the screen or the link down below, and Whatnot will match up to $150 in sales in your first 7 days. And let's talk about those giveaways. I will be giving away all of these brand new sealed copies of Resident Evil for the PS4, along with a completely custom built Game Boy Advance SP and more in my upcoming streams on February 18th and February 25th, both at 7 p.m. Eastern. So guys, make sure to sign up using my link down below, and I'll see you there. All right, so in this box of games, let's go ahead and see what's in here. And wait, hold on. One of these is supposed to be new, and no. All right, guys, so I'll explain this in a second, but first of all, I gotta say I am surprised these are all complete in box, or at least they all have the cases. Usually they just send a bunch of random loose games, and they don't tell you if they're loose or not. They just do whatever they want to. But yeah, like Back 4 Blood, Callisto Protocol, Dead Island 2, and they all look fine so far. Deathloop, Far Cry 6, and Tales of Arise. Those all look fine. We'll test them out and we'll put them on Whatnot, like I said earlier. And this is a game that was supposed to be sealed and brand new, but the only seal is this. This is the seal, guys. You can't sell brand new games resealed like this. That's just absurd. Like, how do you get away with that? I can't believe it. Even the case has like damage on it and stuff. That's absurd. Let me open this thing up and see if it's just straight up used. Dude, there's no way. It's got a crease in it. Look at that. This is literally a used game that they just opened up, put a sticker on it, and said, "Oh, it's brand new." That's absurd. This is even worse than that first console. I'm at a loss for words at this point. How is this company still in business? Anyways, as long as these games work, they'll be on Whatnot, so check that out. But let's move on to our next console. It can't get any worse, right? But let's find out. All right, guys, so next up we have a refurbished Spider-Man limited edition console. And my apologies, the one earlier was actually a pre-owned console, so it was used and not a refurbished console. This one is refurbished though. Let's see what's inside. And I actually got this for only $500 because GameStop had some sort of pro deal going on when I bought it. And yo, they actually included the Spider-Man controller. Dude, that's sick. Let's go. Now the thumbsticks appear to be replaced, but that's not the end of the world. And the controller itself looks pretty solid, a bit dusty, but we can wipe that off. We also have an HDMI, our charging cable, and our power cord, and then also our stand here. All right, and now for the big reveal of the console, let's see if they magic erased it. I really hope not. And all right, starting on the bottom, we see that it appears to, oh no, it is magic erased. Oh my gosh, gotta be kidding me. There's just some very obvious magic eraser marks down here, some scratches all the way up and down over here. Oh, what is, oh no. The middle part is just completely scratched. Top part is not, oh actually no, it is magic erased. It's all over the Spider-Man part. I mean, like, what do we do at this point? I expect GameStop to be bad, but like, this is horrendous. This is awful. Like, you can't get much worse than this. Even the back portion right here is magic erased. Let's plug it in and see what happens, I guess. All right, now boot it up here. Let's go ahead and see what system software version we're on to start with. We're on 10.40, which is fairly recent, not the most recent, but let's go ahead and update, and I'll sign in as well. All right, guys, so updated, signed in, and everything. Let's go ahead and pop a game inside and see if that works. So disk drive is working, as you can see here on the screen. I also downloaded Astro's Playroom, which we'll boot up now, test out the controller, and test out the game, and just make sure it works. Yeah, so I did the controller test in Astro's Playroom, and also just playing around, and it seems to be fine. So props to GameStop for selling a working console, but the fact that the exterior is just destroyed and it's a limited edition console is, again, just very sad. But guys, let's move on to our, actually, hold on, one more thing. I need to take these plates off and take a look and see if they actually did anything on the inside of the console. All right, yeah, so top plate is a little bit loose. Let's see what's going on here. And I mean, it looks fine. It's not clean, but I don't know. I'm not sure why it's loose. Now here on the bottom side, this again, wait, hold on, what? This entire sticker is just misaligned. Oh, and the warranty seal is gone here as well. You can see this piece is like a little bit dusty, but like clearly they opened this thing up and did something to it that looks gross. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really not too concerned what they did on the inside because it works and it's clearly not clean because like if these parts aren't clean, then the inside of the console is definitely not cleaned. So I don't know, man, at least they did something, I guess. But let's go ahead and move on to our next strange console. Now here I should have a refurbished PS5 from GameStop that's a blue console, which I've never seen before other than the random plates you can buy, so that should be interesting. I also paid $400 for this one, so let's open it up and see what's inside. All right, so, oh, hold on. Wow, they actually included a blue controller. That's cool. I honestly did not expect that to match the console at all, assuming the console is actually blue. And the controller seems to be in decent condition. It's kind of scratched up and scuffed up and stuff, but not too bad. Then we have all of our cables here, which look like they're the right cables. And then, of course, our stand, which looks good as well. And now for the console, which, yeah, that... It appears to be blue. So yeah, like I've seen these plates for sale separately, but it just seems weird to me that GameStop actually has a completely separate listing for a blue plated console. But at first glance, it looks pretty good on top. There are some scuffs and scratches, but not bad for a used console. Now actually, this piece down here seems to be warped a little bit. We'll check that out later. Flipping to the back, that actually looks pretty good, or I should say bottom. And then flipping to the front, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. Magic erased. I shouldn't expect anything less, but you've got to be kidding me, man. Like, just magic erasing the whole front piece. It's just, like, wait, what? The whole plate just popped off. Dude, what is with GameStop and these plates popping off, man? Well, let's plug this console in and see what happens. And yeah, console booted up. Again, it's on 10.40. Let's go ahead and update the console, log in, put a disc in, and just see if it works. Wait, hold on. What? You can't make this stuff up. I was seriously 5 seconds from saying, oh yeah, this console's great, the controller works. I signed in, it's not banned, it's playing Ash's Playroom. And then I heard the fan rev up, and now it's off. Let's try to turn it on again and see what it does. All right guys, so back at it, and right in the same part of the game, and yep, it's going crazy again. So as soon as we get into any meat of the game, it goes crazy. Beeps, turns off. There's not even a warning on the screen that's overheating. It just turns off. I have no words. Let's go ahead and take the plates off of this thing and see, but I don't know what it looks like. All right, so that plate looks fine. It's kind of scratched up and stuff, but whatever. On the bottom side, I would assume that our, Okay, so first, let's start here. Our warranty seal is gone, but then there's some, like, what is that goop right there? Also, what is this and that? And they have a mark here, like maybe they checked that panel there, but like there's just goop and other stuff all inside of this thing. I'm not going to open it up because I'm going to send this back. I don't want to open it up and give them any more ammo to deny my return. If you're going to refurbish the console, at least like refurbish it. But guys, I surprisingly have one more console to test out. Let's get into that and I'll explain the situation there because it's possibly the worst one. We'll see. Now here we have a refurbished PS5 Pro from GameStop, and this is actually a replacement console they sent me. So basically in a previous video, which I'll link on the screen, I bought a bunch of PS5 Pros and this one had a bad controller and they won't just swap the controller. You have to send the entire console back, which is absurd, but let's see what's inside. All right, so first we got the controller here, and at first glance looks, oh nope, it's magic erased. Yep, both handles are magic erased. The back is actually not magic erased. I'll show some B-roll on the screen, but that's not a great start. And then we have our cable. Oh wow, it's the right charging cable, the right HDMI cable, the right power cable, and they included the stands. Yo, let's go. Let's go, GameStop. Put in the work. Now let's see what this console looks like. All right, console out, and let's take a look at the top to start with. And wow, the top plates are not magic erased. Yo, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. And the bottom, oh wait, this plate actually is magic erased. You can't see it very well, but you can definitely see some streaks if you're looking at the right angle. And then oh, dude, they magic erased the middle. They didn't even like fully magic erase it. They just got some random lines in there, which is just awesome. But yeah, other than that, it actually looks fine. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it works. And yeah, just playing around a bit, the console seems to be working fine, which is how it should be for a PS5 Pro that came out, you know, like 3 or 4 months ago. I'm really not sure what's up with GameStop. Like, if I'm getting this many bad consoles, how many bad consoles are like normal people getting when they order? Like, are people just returning every console they get? I don't quite understand, but guys, let me know your experience down below, and I'll see you next time.